All right, we're going to move on to our next phase in our short story assignment. Remember, we did some pre-reading yesterday through the story Note to Sixth Grade Self by Julie Oringer, and went through and showed you how to write an outline, and everybody wrote their first draft. Then with that first draft, or prior to that first draft, remember we utilized the Microsoft tool Track Changes. And so we had that Track Changes turned on, and I want you to leave that turned on throughout this process so I can see the evolution of your beginning to end and how you've revised your final essay assignment that you will hand in at the end of this course. So we're going to go through and utilize an additional tool to be able to help with that revision. So instead of utilizing hard copies, handing out to your group members, assigned groups yesterday. Remember your groups of 4. Everyone should remember those groups. And how we're going to work through those groups. And each group member is going to be able to read your draft of your outline of your essay, and to be able to then give you some revisions or some comments that you will be able to make some revisions. Then you'll make those revisions utilizing Microsoft Word and keep those track changes on and look at how you've made those. Now, it's up to you as the author of the document. You can obviously make the suggested changes if you like, or if you don't like the change that was suggested to you, you don't have to. You're in charge. It's your document that you will obviously be graded at the end of the term, and to be able to hand that in an assignment. So we're going to walk through a little bit on this process. So you got this electronic version. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see the full screen, make it a little easier. So very simple. Yesterday at the end of class we just went through and everyone created a login for this, and so I've got everybody's emails, set up everybody's account, so I'll share this with you so you'll have access to the shared folder. Now this folder that you will see, and I'll create that, but I just want to show you actually if you a couple of other functions. If you actually delete or need to delete a folder, it's very simple. All you do is click on it, drag it, drop it down here to the trash, and you get rid of it. And so, and just close out things that you don't need. And you can see these are just some pictures that are in my folder, and I would think of documents that I've shared with people and everything utilizing my Google Drive. But you won't see those when you get in there because I will just only show you what you have access to, and which is the folder I'm going to create right now. So this is, just go over here to New, on the top left hand corner, drop down menu, folder, click on it, and we'll call this Student Short Story Draft. And hit Create. And so there you go. So it's just added a new folder there for us, and this is the one that everyone will be adding the information or the documents into. Now there's a couple of different ways that we can add the document. We can go into New, we can go to File, Upload, and here it is on my desktop. I'm just going to upload the outline format just for this exercise, just so you can see how to do this. And we hit Open, and why did that? And there we go. Sometimes things happen you don't expect it to. Anyway, so I just dropped down the menu. So anyway, so here's the document. So it's uploaded the document. You can see you can open it, and here's the outline of the format, and we can go through and we can open this with Google Docs. We can download this if we want to onto a USB or something. And this is just opening in Google Docs. And here's the document. So that's one way we can get to it. The other way, which is probably easier, is, let me just make this a little smaller, and so get to the desktop. If I actually open this folder, I can just grab the document here, drag and drop it in there, and here it is also. So you can see it's added it here also. So we can just, because it's got the same name, it just says, I'm just telling it to keep it separate as the document's there. And anyway, so it's in the folder, ready for us, for your peers to be able to review and take a look at. So then all you need to do is open this. We want to open in Google Docs, and I'm going to show you how to do some brief revisions for that. So here it is. So you've opened up your peers document, and so you go through, you read it. As I said, I'm just showing you the outline, and then you just go through and make some suggestions. So we can see one of the first things that drop out of me that I see is this header, and so I'll just highlight it, just add a comment, and my comment, let me expand this so it's easier to see. My comment is best to center header. And just add that comment. There it is, the comments on the side. So then I go through here, and maybe there's something here on this detail here. I like that, and so I'll just say, good point. And just add that, just give a little praise where it's due. Then I can see, okay, here there's a typo in the detail, and after the number, instead of having number 1, it's got the number exclamation point. So I'm just going to make another comment here and just say spelling, check spelling. Go to spell right, spelling, and should be number 1. And so just add that comment. Alright, and that should, I'll just add one more comment here and just say maybe add more detail for conclusion. Alright, so that's the document, and so just added that. So then what we do is then we'll just put that into the share it, and you're just going to share that with your folks. So you can just put it in, you've got your group member's email address, and so you can just say, okay, share, and send it, and that'll send a notification to that person of the document. So great tool. We'll get a little more detail, but I want everybody to take a little bit of time now. Let's practice, let's get these uploaded, and so we'll go from there and we'll move through the process. I know it's a lot of information to remember all at one time, but let's go ahead and let me go around the room and start helping you with those assignments.